suggestion that we should maybe say something, and what I'd like to say is this. First of all, thank you to Steve for just being such an amazing photographer. I don't know whether you've had time to read the little bits that we wrote for introductions, but basically I'll say it because you may not get time to read it. It's very small. So 26 years ago, Steve and I met when he did my first publicity shot at BBC TV Centre. Thank you, Sylvester. By the way, Sylvester, thank you so much for coming. Separate thank you for you. Particularly since he just stepped off the plane from DragonCon in Atlanta yesterday, so he's kind of in a different time zone right now.
He's always in a different time zone.
He's a Time Lord, so he should be used to it. So, and then Steve kind of just was like a running thread through my whole time on Doctor Who, and he would turn up and very quietly and humbly and gently suggest that we do the most amazing projects together. For example, the first one we did, he said, I think it would be great if we kind of went up on the roof of North Acton Rehearsal Studios. So we kind of snuck up there, and I think you might have been there too, and we kind of climbed over walls and did extremely dangerous things, and he took some amazing photos there. And I thought, I really like this guy. He was so trendy that he spoke about things that I knew nothing about, like, you know, oh wow, have you heard this? Because I think he mistook me for Ace at first, that I would actually be into all this kind of hip stuff, whereas in fact I'd been brought up in middle class, you know, Blackheath with a very classical music background. So yeah, oh that's my mother, my lovely mother, and thank you to my mother for coming. And I was brought up with my lovely brother Johnny, who. I think the first record we bought was Long-Haired Lover from Liverpool by Little Jimmy. There's an admission. So anyway, Steve used to talk to me about this amazing, like, you know, dub something or other garage. No, I don't know what it was. But I'd go,
House.
Oh, yeah, house. Was it house? Oh, yeah, house. And I didn't know what he was talking about. And he just had these incredible ideas, completely out of the box. Really wonderful. So then when he asked me to come to a photo session at his flat with a friend of his who was brilliant at makeup, then I sort of thought, great, we'll have great fun here. So I went around and I met Nina Gann, who's here, who we haven't seen. Nina Gann. And I'm so pleased you can be with me. It's wonderful. And she just had this amazing array of wigs and things and bits and bobs, accessories, and we played for a whole, was it an afternoon or I can't remember, but it was such a fun time. And that's where the blonde wig and the thank you Sylvester and the weird idea here. It's lucky he brought this pointing stick and all sorts of, so that was brilliant. And then Paul Thomas, who sadly had to go, but thank you Paul in your absence for making it all the way here from Salisbury, not feeling that great, so that was great of him to come. He had this idea for a project called Saffron, which was basically, Steve took 1,000 photographs of me in a day and in different poses, and then Paul took them away and dealt with the negatives, sort of scratched images on and made the most amazing animation out of that, which we've just talked about tonight. We're going to try and resurrect and do something with. And the photos here with the sort of black outfit are all kind of poses from that. I ended up doing weird things. Anyway, so that's this. I'm really, really pleased and delighted that everybody could come. Thank you very much for making it and for coming to support us. And Steve, I do want you to come here and say something.
Yeah, I've got to stop there. Actually, I can film everybody now. Oh God. How is it? I can speak in front of students, can't I, Shabnam?
Yes, you can.
Just pretend they're all students.
Anyway, yeah, really, thanks so much for coming, and I really appreciate it. And thanks for doing such a brilliant speech. And for making, doing such brilliant poses, and, just the most photographed person ever, actually, in my folders of negatives and transparencies.
It's because of my modesty and shyness.
But, and thanks to the Orbital guys for agreeing for this.
Yes, thank you.
People who blogged it and posted about it and all that kind of stuff as well. Rich Johnston over there is one of them, and DJ Food over the back there. So thanks. Yeah, thank you all very much for coming, and thanks Sylvester for coming as well.
And the pointer lady.
And spread the word.
Yeah, spread the word.
Thanks everyone.
folks.
Have another drink.